Anxiety is also it's on a sliding scale. You have everything from worry to paralyzing fear.
Anxiety usually reveals itself as having a lot of ruminating thoughts that you can't get out of your head. So you might think of one issue in your life or several issues in your life over and over and over again. And while a lot of people feel like that's problem solving and they're going to be able to find a solution from that, it keeps you up at night.
You see a lot of different types, a lot of different places that they come from. You'll see sort of a grouping of what ifs. What if, what if I fell out of this tree? What if I had an accident? What if my plane crashed? What if the elevator fell? What if the economy goes bankrupt? Lots of what if questions that people will fixate on and really cause them a lot of stress and a lot of worry.
Say somebody with social anxiety, they're probably in their head thinking, I'm going to make a bad impression. I'm not worthy of talking to these people. I'm not as good as these people. So that's those thoughts over and over and over again that are creating the situation where they're staying away from people in general. So the exact thing that can help you heal, which is interaction with others and showing them or showing yourself that people are going to love to talk to you, is something that you're avoiding.
The other piece is you'll see people who just cannot stop, who literally cannot be bothered to have a conversation because they're in such a hurry. They feel overwhelmed by all that they have to do.
My protocol with working with anxiety is I kind of look at where that anxiety is displaying itself in your life. So there are different types of anxiety. Some people have generalized anxiety, but some people have social anxiety or numerous other anxieties. OCD is a type of anxiety, that sort of thing. So we figure out where it's happening in your life. And then we really want to identify the thoughts that are contributing to that.
When a client comes in who's dealing with a lot of anxiety, we sort of work with them and say, maybe where does some of this come from? And challenge some of the thinking that goes with it. A lot of the what ifs, a lot of the concerns, a lot of the paralyzing fear, it's not necessarily completely rational or completely logical.
So I might have somebody over the course of a couple of weeks really write down those ruminating thoughts that they're having. So that thing that you just can't get out of your head, write it down and write down all the thoughts that go along with that. Once we get there, we can really look at kind of a theme. What exactly are you ruminating on and where's that coming from? A lot of people come from a place of not feeling worthy in general. So you'll see that in their thought log. They just don't feel worthy or they don't feel valuable. Or, some people feel like the world's out to get them. And we'll have to look at that too.
At Noyau, we look at anxiety as, again, both emotional and physical.
Probably with somebody with anxiety, what we would do is have them see our masseuse pretty quickly after that. With a massage, you're kind of showing yourself that you are valuable and you're worth that time.
And then, you can incorporate some of the more holistic approaches and do acupuncture is effective. A lot of the body work itself is effective because it is really flushing out a lot of those chemicals in your body that cause you to feel on edge, that cause you to feel ramped up and overexcited.
From there, we might take them to a dietitian. There's a lot of things in people's diets that cause anxiety, so caffeine and just other things like that can really contribute to anxiety and make your heart race. So we need to figure out what in your diet is contributing to those symptoms that you're feeling and start to kind of try to eliminate those a little bit.
So we look at sort of the nutritional aspect, we combine it with the body work, and then sort of the big feature of counseling and really learning those techniques on how to deal with it gets people out of that place of constant concern and worry and into a life that's more freeing.